YouTube, it's your boy David, back in another video. Hit that like button, the subscribe button. We gotta give y'all 2008, I'm not 2008, I'm sorry, I was in the 8th grade. We give you an 8th grade history lesson. 8th grade history lesson, you can follow the history lesson. I don't know what they teaching the kids in school today, but I want to give y'all kids something, really some history stuff. I made a video earlier about the Democrats love the illegal immigrants, and I want to start by saying this. Growing up, so this was what happened, and what's what the truth is, and nothing but the truth. The Democrats are the party of slavery. They're the party of KKK. The Democrats are like pimps. You know a pimp? No, back in the day, a pimp used to make a girl say, "Hey, get everything in your name. Don't get nothing to the bitch name. The bitch shall leave. She ain't got nothing. She leave with nothing. She leave with nothing. But you feed her, you buy this, you give her this, you give her that. But you get nothing in your name. You get everything in your name. So she leave. That's what the Democrat Party is. They don't want you to get a job. They want you to government assistance. If you're gonna get housing, you can't have no boyfriend or nothing. You can't smoke. You can't do none of this. So they don't control your life, control your wages, control your life, control your body. Let me tell you this. Same thing was going on in 2025. The same thing was going on in the 1600s. The Democratic Party, for y'all don't know, the House of Representatives and the Senators. Senators get voted on. There's two senators for every state, right? But House of Representatives represent the people. So you represent the people, so your constituents, so you get more people in the House based on population. So from what a city district state you in. So back then, the three-field compromise, I heard Jay-Z use this term so bad, and so many people on the internet and people that are smart and intelligent just idiots because they get it wrong. The three-field compromise came in the 1600s because the Democrats wanted to count the slaves as population, but they didn't. But they had slaves as property. So the North abolished this, the free state, like, hey, we don't have slaves kept population. Y'all cheating. You can't have it both ways. You can't say they property. They want to count them as people when it comes to your population. So you get more representation in the government, so you can have more power and you can have these laws on the books, so you can allow slavery to be longer. So what the North did, had to make a compromise and say, okay, for every 5 slaves we can count as 3. So if it's 5 slaves, it's gonna be 3. We count it as 3, just so they won't have as much as population, so they can have. So it's because the North didn't have slaves, so they have to. For every 5 slaves, we're gonna call them 3 slaves. That's not that it was 3/5 of a human. That's the stupidest shit up. It's the stupidest shit going around the internet. Jay-Z said in a song, these niggas be intelligent, smart people. Either they stupid, or they incompetent, or they just going along with some dumb stuff. But anyway, so that's what happened. And if you didn't have a three-field compromise, slavery would have went on for another 50 or 100 years, right? So that was in the 1600s. Fast forward in 2025, the reason why the Democrats love the illegal immigrants is because they want the illegal immigrants to count toward the population. They want to work their way to citizenship, get them to citizenship quick, but they still want to use them citizenship. They got the INT, so they can pay into the federal taxes, right? They got that. So they want to give them a pathway to citizenship way easier, way faster, so they can count them. That's why these sanctuary cities want to keep them, so they can count them against with their population. Same rhetoric. Who's going to count? Look at the rhetoric they're using. Who's going to pick the strawberries? Who's going to be in the field? Who's going to pick the grapes? Who's going to do this? Who's going to cut the yard? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do all the slave labor that you niggas, the Americans, lazy ass Americans don't want to do? So they're exploiting American people, and then they're getting raped. 30% of women at the border getting raped, and then they exploit them. Say, hey, if you don't work overtime, I'm going to deport you back. You got people, employees telling the fucking workers that they exploiting these illegal immigrants, and they don't know their rights. They don't even know their rights. So it's slave labor they want these people to do. Same thing with 1600. Same thing in 2025. They want to count the goddamn illegal immigrants as toward their population, and then these cities that don't have much as illegal immigration, they don't really care about the representative government. They don't care about that. So that's where government come. And then some Republicans don't. Some Republicans in their district, they want them too, so they can have more people in House and representatives, so they can have more people elected to government. So that's why illegal immigration don't really get solved by these weak ass Republicans, and of course the slave Democrats, who want to count them towards their population, give them citizenship so they can go vote for them when it's time to vote, and they can replace the black vote, because they're losing the black vote at an alarming rate. So they're losing the black vote, so they're going to replace them with the black people, give them citizenship faster, and have them in their cities and states so they can get more Democratic stronghold in the government so they can pass laws and make law. That's why they care. They don't really care about these people. They care about what they get killed, they get raped, criminals, nothing. They protested for criminals, all that shit. You niggas out here protesting for rapists, to keep rapists in the country. Why is that cool? So that's what's going on, and I hope this lesson, this video, teach you guys more about the Thief-Field Compromise, more about what's going on right now in 2025. We weren't alive in 1600s. We did the history of it, and history repeats itself. The Democratic Party is repeating itself. That's my take. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you next one. Peace.